If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape in to ESPN.
One for the chance, baby. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win. Let's go! I was big on them and so was Chandler. Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God! You watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he? Whoa, guys! Look at me! I'm gonna go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's gonna start. That's all you have. How are you gonna win the division with that? How's it going, everybody? And welcome to our weekly NBA playoffs episode, the first NBA playoffs episode that we're going to be doing here on the Nosebleeds podcast. And today we're just going to be previewing the NBA playoffs and giving you our predictions for the games ahead. My name is Nick Antonakis, and we're joined by the basketball crew. We got Stuart Brooks and Chandler Betts. How's it going, guys?
Going well.
So usually these episodes will go up on a Wednesday, but this week we're filming and uploading it on a Thursday just due to scheduling purposes. But next week you will see this episode go up on a Wednesday, so we're going to be previewing the playoffs, recapping some of the things that happened in the quote-unquote preseason before, and then we'll be giving our predictions for all the games up till next Wednesday. So you guys ready to dive into it?
No.
Let's do it.
No?
Okay, I guess I'll be the only one doing it.
All right, so let's start by just going over some of the players who have opted out of the NBA season, just to kind of, recap all of these players and get an idea of what teams are going to look like without them. There aren't too many relevant names on this list. There's a few, so we'll address those. So who wants to go around and, give their opinions on some of the players who have been opted out?
Why don't you just list them?
Listen.
Should I just read them?
Yeah,
you want me to read them? All the names?
Sure.
Every name?
Not all of them now.
Yeah.
Just name
the beautiful
name
names that I can pronounce perfectly.
Yeah.
Just here. You name the first. You name the first.
Okay.
Player
We have Trevor Ariza from the Trailblazers. Is he notable? What do you guys think?
Not super important.
As a player, he was really good in his heyday, but I mean,
he's like 37, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he went there mid-season. I think he was playing for Phoenix or something this year. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, he can still play basketball, but I don't think he wasn't a very top due to the rotation. They have other forwards on their roster. So I mean, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm just not really sure how important he is really to their actual anything on their team. He's not a great scorer or passer or anything. So maybe some defense, but I don't think I'd be too concerned if I was Portland. They have plenty of depth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with you there. I mean, obviously a notable player, but not enough to make a huge impact.
Not enough for you to pronounce his name correctly.
Nope.
Yeah, I did pronounce
earlier
it correctly that time.
Yeah, before we went on air, you said Trevor Ariza or something like that.
You know what? That's in the past.
And he did. It was bad.
Okay, so I'm here. Ready? I'm gonna get all the names right from here on out.
No, you're not. Actually, because you trialed it, so you better.
Okay, so now the pressure's on. Okay, so now we have Davis Bertans from the Wizards.
Yeah, you already got it wrong, dude.
Davis Bertans.
How? Davis? Damn it.
Davis.
Come on.
Davis Bertans.
He's a beast.
Well,
okay,
see, the pressure cracks me.
45-point score. How do you not know his name? Easy MVP.
He's actually quite good. I mean, he shoots
good.
Very high percentage from the three-point line. And, the Spurs traded him there so that he get Marcus Morris, but then Marcus Morris was actually, I'm going to go to the Knicks. So they basically lost him for nothing last year. Spurs fans are pissed at Marcus Morris, and then he got traded anyway, so who cares? But, yeah, he's good and all, but the only issue here is that the Wizards are just terrible. They probably shouldn't even be in the bubble. They're 24-40, I think. They're not even going to make the 8th seed. I doubt they're going to even get them within 4 games. They're over-under. Vegas over-under for games they're going to win is 1.5.
I'm going under. I'm going under.
Yeah,
I make good money off that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
The line for them is in the playoffs minus 1,000. But
how are they even in?
Because they can mathematically make it.
Mathematically
I know,
make
but that's
it.
stupid.
Yeah, just kind of dumb. I just wouldn't have taken that risk. I think if the NBA did it again, they would have done like 18 teams instead of 22. But anyway,
Well, it gives the people in the East something to play for. So
Not
yeah,
really.
I guess.
I mean, it just gives.
I mean,
this week the Wizards have the Suns. They have the Nets.
You don't even think they can beat the Suns?
The Pacers? No.
probably not, dude. They have easily the worst roster out of any team.
Yeah,
there.
the best game's going to be the Wizards Nets because those are two teams with no one playing from their respective teams.
Yeah.
But the
I
Nets
don't
are
even know who
probably
the best
still
player
going
for
to
the
win.
Wizards is right now.
Me neither.
Is it
Maybe
Satoransky?
Maybe the rookie Hachimura, like.
Oh yeah, I actually like
he's
him.
okay. But he's not he's still
He's
still young. I don't know, dude. Yeah, no. So
bad
yeah,
team.
Bertans. If Bertans was playing, he would have been their best player. But even if he was playing, I don't think they'd he's not going to give you 40 or anything like that.
Nah.
Do you think the Nets are better though?
Do I think the Nets are better?
Slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, even without they have none of their starters.
Neither do the Wizards. The Wizards' two best players aren't playing.
And I would say the
their
core of the
third best
Wizards
player.
is actually probably worse.
Yeah. I mean, Jamal Crawford he's elite.
He's like 40. He's like
I love
40 years
Jamal
old.
Crawford.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
We'll see. I mean, they're both pretty bad.
Battle of the
the two worst teams in the bubble.
Yeah.
I think we can all say that pretty comfortably.
I think if you put the Bulls in the bubble right now, they'd play better than those teams.
Wow, that's
dang.
I mean,
You see Zach LaVine, they have a player who can score 25 or 30.
Yeah, but what
if
if
you put the
opted out?
Warriors in there, they'll do better because Curry's back. I mean, they literally can't make it,
Yeah, but
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, move on to the
All right,
next
so
one.
let's keep working our way down the list. Next, we have Avery Bradley from the LA Lakers. I would say
This is a relevant
probably
one.
one of the biggest losses on the list so far.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, he
Avery
was
Bradley.
their starting point guard this year, basically.
Yeah.
He's not a big time scorer, but he can knock down open shots. He's had a couple bigger games this year, and that's still a really good defender, a good team guy. He's basically like a do-it-all guy. He's a little short, but he was a good player for them this year. So it's kind of too bad for them that they lost him. But if you look across their roster, they have many more important players. So I don't think it's it would be like the Miami Heat losing maybe Mario Chalmers. It's not like if somehow this was hypothetically 6 years ago or something. But I don't think it's the end of the world or anything. It shouldn't be used as an excuse for them not winning a championship.
Mm-hmm.
But
Avery,
it's a fairly significant loss.
Yeah, Avery Bradley. I mean, he's been out of the spotlight largely since he left Boston because he was super important to the way that we were playing back then. But in terms of actual production, his scoring's gone down a little bit because he's less important on every team that he's played on. But in terms of what he brings to a team, that hasn't really changed. And he was really important with us. He was obviously less important when you have LeBron, who is such an elite distributor. I think he was leading the league in assists during
he is
when shut down. But it's going to prove to be – I think it's going to be relevant enough to maybe tip the scales in a game, but I don't think that'll be a playoff game. I don't think it's going to be relevant enough to – I mean, I knew this when I had them winning the championship, and it being in the spotlight right now doesn't change it for me. Put it like that.
Yeah. I think it would have been more significant if Dwight had actually opted out, because then they would have lost that height and had to have the center position. But since he's playing, And also they signed J.R. Smith and Deanne Waiters. Neither of them are point guards, but it adds guard depth. And they both looked pretty good during the scrimmages. So
yeah, J.R. led the Lakers in scoring, I think, in the first game, maybe the second one. He had 20.
Game, 20. 6 threes. And then Waiters had 21 in another game. So they, and Waiters can definitely play like a scoring guard role where he can control the ball. Smith's more of a catch and shoot guy, but they have that needed depth. They don't really have a true point guard in the roster outside of maybe Quinn Cook or you could say LeBron, but I don't think it's a big deal for them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a big player loss just because of how talented Bradley has been, but in terms of how good the team already is, it's not a detrimental loss. All right, I'm gonna butcher this one. We have.
Well, tell me the team and the position, and I'll do it.
Bro, he's on the Mavericks. His first name is Willie.
Cauley
Willie
Stein.
Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, I
How's
was
it
gonna
hard
say
to pronounce?
Cauley Stein, but I was saying it was
No,
either
you
Steen
weren't.
or Stein. I swear to
Because-
God, I was.
No,
you
you
should have let me
weren't.
say it.
You know, his real name is Willie Trilly Cauley-Stein. Or no,
Willie
his name is
Trill.
Willie Trill. My bad. He changed it
Willie
in college.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was to honor his friend or something. So he just threw that Trill
Ah.
as his middle name. So he's like Willie Trill. But I don't think he used that for his NBA name.
No. And he's not.
You
Really
just make up your
enough.
own name? Why is he like?
All
I don't-
names are made up when you think about it.
Yeah, it's not. Who cares?
Yeah,
no.
Okay. Anyway,
This is not like important at all. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah,
It's like
no.
a back
Yeah.
center. They have Kleber, they have Porzingis, and they have Dwight Powell. Actually, no, Powell's hurt, but those two are perfectly capable centers. And in the playoffs, you really only need 8 guys. I don't think it's that important. He's okay, I guess. Oh, they have Boban? Yeah.
Yeah. Boban hit a 3. He hit a 3.
Yeah.
in the
So
bubble.
I really don't think it's that important that he's not there. I mean,
Yeah. So
I don't
basically,
need to take it away
Boban's
from him,
gonna. Yeah, Boban's basically gonna win bubble MVP. So I mean, Mavs, our Mavs fan,
26 to 20.
going. Yep.
oh yeah, I'm Mavs
26 and
fan.
20. Yeah,
Dude,
big
he didn't
Boban
comment
fan.
on the last episode.
I'm
At
sad.
least the last time I checked, he didn't.
I know.
I probably didn't watch it.
Sad. We
Dang,
we
rest
lost
in
him.
peace to our Mavs fan.
Yeah.
He didn't die. I hope
Yeah.
not.
Hopefully not.
Well, rest in peace to him on the
Comment
Nosebleeds
section.
podcast comment section.
You can come back.
He'll make a comeback
can-
soon.
We'll write him back in. Write him back into the story.
All right, and then we have Wilson Chandler from the Nets. I mean, another loss
Also,
for the Nets.
I mean, the Nets
Just-
don't have any basketball players. Joe
Yeah.
Harris is gonna be. It's gonna be essentially a really, really light version of when everybody was saying Klay Thompson should have his own team built around him because he'd be so elite, which I think is true because I love Klay Thompson, but it's not relevant.
Yeah.
Like Wilson Chandler isn't going to carry your team to a couple wins in 2020. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Joe Harris is injured right now.
Is he actually? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just checked because I was making sure he was playing, and then he is, but he's injured right now. Like, he's not going to play
No.
that open.
Damn.
That's
They play the
sad.
Pelicans, I think.
Yeah.
So,
They play the
Yeah.
Magic first game.
oh, okay.
That's going
Man,
to
what
be
a
a
great- what a
scorcher of
throwaway.
a game.
What a
DJ
throw.
Augustin's going to drop 35 points.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wilson Chandler. Yeah. No, he's like a bench guy at best at this point in his career. And they need more than bench guys, so I don't think it's that important that he's not playing. But like,
Yeah, and then as we go down the list, it's just a bunch of more Nets players. Spencer Dinwiddie,
That's going to be
DeAndre
that's a
Jordan.
huge loss. Another big loss.
they're both.
Like, they're just-
I don't know if Jordan's hurt, but Dinwiddie got hurt. or
Dinwiddie's
something.
hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
KD and Kyrie aren't on this list because technically they didn't opt out. They just couldn't play. Well,
Kyrie did
couldn't
season-ending
Kyrie could
surgery.
have-
He had
Yeah, oh, no,
season-ending
no.
surgery.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe if he really wanted to, but I mean, I don't see why you would take that risk when the team isn't going to do anything. And they weren't very
Yeah.
good with him anyway, so.
Yeah. And I mean, then we have Demarcus Cousins, who's a free agent, but
Yeah, he just decided
it was
he didn't wanna
rumored that
sign
he
a
was going to come
contract.
back. Yeah.
I was kind of, I mean, it seems like he would have been able to play by now. And even
Yeah.
though I do like Dwight, and I maybe even Dwight could be more productive, but I think DeMarcus is probably still more productive than JaVale McGee.
Yeah. Well,
So,
JaVale's he's had a really good defensive season the last 2 years, really.
Yeah, so maybe, but I'm kind of surprised. I think if he was healthy, a team would take a chance on him, like maybe
Yeah.
Brooklyn or something like that. But like he doesn't
Yeah.
want to play. He said he doesn't want to play, so like he doesn't want to sign with the team yet. Like he wants to wait until the free agency period.
Mhm.
So that's just the way it is.
And then I think the last interesting story that we have on here is Victor Oladipo.
Hey, you got it right.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
he actually-
There was pause.
actually-
There was pause there, but he is playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
originally he
because it
wasn't-
says on here that he opted out, and then there are tweets here that are saying that he's taking it every day. Strong possibility he'll play. And then there's
Yeah,
no
he
update
is.
on it. Screw this
Yeah,
list.
he's playing. Yeah, he's playing. Apparently, it came out the other day, or not the other day, like a week ago, that he was going to play, and he's played like okay in the scrimmages. I actually watched a little bit of him play against Dallas, but yeah, he's a little slow still out there, but he can contribute. I think he did have a pretty bad injury announced over a year ago, but
Yeah.
it was a torn ACL. But yeah. So if he had not, was playing. He'd come back in January for the Pacers, and he was playing like not that great. So like if he wasn't playing, like I don't think it would be the end of the world. Like I'm not sure how much he's really going to contribute. Like realistically, even though he is talented, like he hasn't been part of their system for a whole season. And they have two other scorers from the wing position with Warren and with Malcolm Brogdon. So I mean, I'm sure he'll play well, but like, and also he's a free agent this summer. So
Yeah.
But we also kind of forget how good the Pacers were without him. Like they were sort of resemblant to a starless 2004 Pistons team. Maybe
really,
more like the 2006 version more so. But
very good. Like I think they were like a 6th seed. So
yeah. I mean, I think they were the 5th, 6th.
I think
maybe.
they're 5. Maybe they're 6th. I'm not sure.
They played Boston, so they were the 5 seed. 6.
Oh, last year?
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, last year.
Last year they were 5. Yeah, last year they were 5.
This year they're the 5 seed as well. Right now.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably drop to 6, but
Yeah.
it will be seen. So is that
All
it
right,
for players?
Yeah, I would say that's probably it. There aren't really any other relevant people on that list. So next we'll just kind of like dive into like overall impressions on how successful the bubble has been so far. Unlike, other sports that are going on right now, like baseball is taking a big hit. Yeah. They're doing really bad. And then also, the NFL with a bunch of players opting out, even though they haven't even started yet. But it seems like if there are going to be sports in this era of COVID, it's going to have to be in a bubble, and the NBA kind of mastered it. So,
yeah, definitely.
What are your overall – yeah.
They've done incredibly.
Came out the other – I think was it yesterday?
20.
Or was it
today? It was like a week ago with no cases.
No. It was either today or yesterday. It was another test. There's another test across the bubble, and no one else was positive.
Oh, really? I saw on July 21st was when the first one came out that they said
but another one came out,
nobody.
I think it was yesterday that nobody, like last day in the afternoon, that no one had tested positive again. So that's good.
That's incredible.
I think as long as they don't leave, it's pretty much okay. I mean, we've seen the food. It's not like insanely bad, like great or anything, but like they can eat it. We've had a couple of violations with leaving the bubble and stuff. The Williams is out of the club.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And what else? Oh yeah. And then Rashawn Holmes went to go get some DoorDash.
Fast food. Let's go.
Oh my God.
He just wanted a Frosty. It's all good.
I'm sorry. I just wanted a Frosty.
I'm sorry. I just wanted a Frosty. But yeah, it just. But for the most part, I think most players are pretty serious about following the safety rules and stuff. So I just think I think it'll probably work out. Like even if some players do end up testing positive, I think they have it pretty much under control for the most part.
Yeah, all the players are really buying into the system.
Also, I mean, it does have the games have a summer league feel, but they have the music playing. They have the players in the stands, not the stands, but on the sidelines. There are people there. It's not like a dramatic difference like it is in baseball. Like I don't really mind there not being many fans. Like sometimes the crowd noise is even kind of annoying when you're watching the games, especially on headphones if you have to be watching them in there. But I really don't mind not having the fans there at all. So for the most part, and the players are definitely a little bit rusty, but I'm sure they'll get into shape playing wise. It's a lot different also from baseball because in the NBA they have these little smaller gyms. In baseball they're playing in stadiums, and like when they someone is like a foul ball like out to right field or something, you see the entire empty stadium. There's no way to avoid that. So it's very boring, and they don't have music or anything. They're just kind of like play. I mean, if you were just listening to it on the radio, all you hear was like the bat and the ball. Like you wouldn't even hear anything else. So it was just like, it's just kind of like terrible. I mean, it's hard to watch, but I think with basketball they've done a good job of creating like an environment where it just feels like totally normal to watch the games. Yeah, and it's safe for the players at the same time.
I would say out of all the sports that have returned, basketball is the most natural to watch. Like even though, like with the NHL and stuff, like people are just happy that they're back, but it is kind of weird because, like when somebody scores, like they add in like the crowd noise and the horn. It kind of sounds stupid. But
That's
like,
what they
you
did for
know,
soccer. They did that for soccer too.
Yeah, they did a crowd noise.
I know, but then they only
Yeah.
do it when they score, and you can tell that it's on a speaker. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they
just,
actually
like,
do the whole.
crowd
They
just
do the whole
immediately
game for
starts to wake
They did
up.
the whole game of soccer. It's a little strange
Yeah.
because there's no one there, but like I think it was like not. It's a little weird, but it does kind of trick you after you watch it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coolest thing, I actually really enjoy there not being fans because then you can really see how the players actually are on the field and on the court for basketball. It's
Yeah.
It makes it seem more, maybe not more obtainable because you still obviously know that they're possibly the most physically dominant athletes, like just in all the sports. But like it just makes it seem more like fun than a job. And
Yeah.
I appreciate that aspect personally.
I feel it's kind of like an event kind of thing.
What's I gonna say about that? I don't know. I forgot.
All right, we have the. Let's get on
I'm
to
sure
the
it wasn't that
games.
important.
Yeah.
No, but we gotta talk about some of the players first.
Oh, yeah. Do we want to talk about anybody who stood out to you guys in the preseason so far?
I mean, we can just talk about some of the top guys like LeBron. Yeah. Basically, I mean, most people playing like they're expected. Anthony Davis hasn't played much, but he's looked all right. LeBron's looked great. Luka Doncic has looked great. Actually, he was hurt, so that's good. Harden's looked pretty incredible, actually. I think this is the kind of environment where players like Harden are the happiest because he can just go out and play one-on-one. You know, seems like in a more empty feeling and just kind of score buckets.
Yeah.
Who else? Giannis has played well. The two guys are obviously the most. Yeah, Josh played well. The only people I'm really concerned with so far. I'm not too concerned with Kawhi because he kind of conserves himself, but Jason Tatum has looked kind of shaky so far in the thing. He looks a little bit.
The Celtics in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too important, but like they did win a game, but like Tatum has not like he's not like he's looking more like he did last season. Like he isn't like making the same kind of shots.
Yeah.
He's making them, but he just isn't quite. I'm sure he's gonna get it together, but like you hope it's like pretty soon. Because they definitely need his scoring contributions, especially if Kemba is still also dealing with his injury. They don't have a ton of options of scoring. So they definitely need him. And also we have Hayward leaving the bubble in September, most likely because of the birth of his daughter. So
that also may not actually affect the schedule for us. We might be out by then.
Yeah.
Could be.
I think Jaylen Brown has also played pretty well.
Yeah, he's good.
I think out of the Celtics, he's been probably the most impressive, or probably like the most consistent, I would say, because
and Marcus
you expect that from guys like him. Yeah, Marcus Smart as well.
Yeah, Jalen looked great in the Suns game. He was playing like, at the speed he wanted to. We need him to play like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting once kind of like the real thing starts tonight, like when games start like counting and stuff. Like everybody's gonna be like. Gonna have to like it's not like a thing like, oh, let's just ease into our groove. Like you got to be in the groove now, or else it's gonna be costly.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. So on that note, I say we move into the predictions for all the games in the week ahead. So every week we will end the episode by doing predictions for all of the games up until our next episode. So we're gonna be doing predictions for every single game up until next Wednesday. So, but that next Wednesday we'll kind of recap all the games from the week prior and then predict the week ahead. That's kind of going to be the schedule.
Do you want to predict awards maybe as well, or do we want to do that another time?
We'll do that for another time.
Okay, sure.
Well, how long have we been? Do you want to predict awards? Because we haven't been going too long.
Sure, I see no problem.
I don't care. I just don't see. Or should we do it later? I don't know. Whatever you guys think.
I mean, we've only been recording for like 25 minutes, if that.
Yeah, I know. So why not?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Wait, we can do the awards first or the games?
Games.
Let's do awards.
Awards, okay.
Okay.
All right,
I don't
sure.
care.
I mean, I'm sure we'll take that. It's not going to take long.
Yeah,
okay.
Awards.
All right, so let's dive into it.
All right, MVP?
Ooh. Yeah.
I mean, this one's pretty obvious for most people. There's definitely been a narrative over the last couple of weeks where, like, LeBron's media people have been trying to push that he's the MVP because he's playing in the West and stuff. And, like, something that is always dumb to me is that it's like, yeah, he's 35 years old. He's still doing this. I'm like, just because he is that age doesn't make it any – it's impressive, but it doesn't build his case any stronger.
Yeah.
It's clearly honest. His numbers are pretty insane across the board. He's averaging like 31, 13, and 6. Like, and he's only playing like 31 minutes a game. He's probably the defensive player of the year as well. Just like really having one of the best seasons statistically ever. Also, all the advanced numbers are behind him as well. LeBron's had an excellent year, but Giannis is just clearly the MVP, I think, for this year, because he's better than he was last year. And last year, it was also pretty. I won't say it's obvious, but like he was also the MVP last year, and he's playing better this year. So.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty obvious. I don't think that there is. I think that last year was going to be closer between Giannis and Harden than anything will be this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, especially because the ballots are only factoring in pre-shutdown play. So there's nothing that can happen now that, at least in theory, affects it. So, yeah, I think it can't be anyone other than Giannis.
Yeah, I would agree with you there and also go with Giannis because,
I'm so happy.
I'm happy. So, got to represent the Greek pride.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
All right, yeah, but I would also go Giannis just because the stats that he had this year were just, unbeatable. I mean, I think LeBron is second. Maybe him and Harden, like you said, are close second, but,
Yeah, I'd say Harden's probably third.
Do you want to just go straight to Depoy after that?
Yeah, let's go Depoy.
I mean, Stuart kind of already said it. I think it's also going to be Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Giannis. I mean, there's definitely arguments to be made for Gobert because of his rim protection, and then Davis has been pretty amazing defensively. But again, Giannis is so versatile. His numbers are so good. He always he takes away the other player's best player, Austin, offensively on many nights. Can't always say that about the other two guys on that list. I think it's going to be Giannis this year. Also, I mean, I think the media has definitely been pushing that he is the defensive player of the year. So I just think he's almost certainly going to win it. But I mean, it could. I wouldn't be shocked if it was one of the other two.
I think that the only reason that it would be one of the other two is if they just don't want to give him Depoy because he already won MVP. I think that's the only world in which he doesn't win Depoy.
Yeah, I agree. I would think Giannis would also win it. And like Chandler said, I don't think the NBA would do that either. I mean, I think they would just give him both if he's deserving of it. But, I could see them trying to, change it up. But I would also go Giannis.
But, it's a vote by the panel of, sports writers and columnists and stuff.
No, I know.
But
why? Okay. Why would they not just vote for the player who's most deserving instead of he already has one? So.
Well, there's such thing as voter fatigue, but he hasn't actually won a defensive player of the years yet, so I don't think it will take away from him yet.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so now most improved player?
You.
Yep, Nick.
Me. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's done so much better in pronouncing NBA players' names.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of people who are on this list. I mean, I think it's going to probably be Bam. I think most people think
that's what I was going to say, too.
Love Bam.
But I've also heard talk for Jason Tatum and Siakam as well. So and he already won it once in his career, so that's kind of impressive. So I think it's just probably going to be Bam. And also Brandon Ingram has also shown a tremendous amount of growth this season. He's now an All-Star, but I mean Bam is just gone. He was definitely a contributing starter last year, but this year he's turned into basically not a do-it-all superstar, but a do-it-all star. He can pass, he can't really shoot too well, but he can pass, he can defend, he can score. He's a good team guy. He can rebound. He's really an excellent player and probably the most important player on the Heat roster. So I think he's probably going to come away with it. But I wouldn't be surprised if the other two got a good amount of votes, Tatum and Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it pretty much since we started basketball coverage on this, that Bam Adebayo was the perfect NBA center for 2020.
Well, if he can only shoot a little better.
Yeah, but I think his shot's good enough that teams have to respect it.
He's only made 1 3 this whole season.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah, he's done a very good shot.
That's bad.
How many has he taken?
31. He can't.
30. Oh my
31?
God.
He can't.
Oh my God.
He was shooting about 11% from the three at the All-Star break, and that's why everybody was shocked when he was playing the skills challenge because you have to make a three-pointer.
Yeah.
He can make he can make a baseline jumper, so he's not completely useless, and he can make free throws. So, but he's an inside. He gets probably 80% or more of his paints from inside the paint.
Yeah, but also at the same time, I think it was definitely this year when Bam was an all-star starter, I believe. And
Nice
bench?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was just him playing. And Jimmy Butler was talking about, I remember what it was. It was Jimmy Butler was saying somebody said, if you played a different position, you would have been an all-star starter. And then Jimmy said something along the lines of, I have no problem with that. Bam is the reason that we're winning games. And for him to say that, one of the most competitive people in the NBA, that's such a testament.
Yeah, I would also go Bam. I mean, even though, like you guys have said, his offensive capabilities haven't been great this year, but I think his defensive play just kind of stands out, and we'll get him the award. So I'll go Bam as well. All right, and then we move into Rookie of the Year. Who do you guys
This
think?
is going to be a very narrative-driven one. If Zion wins this, I'm going to be so disappointed in the NBA.
If Zion had played all year, there's definitely an argument to and I think he's been he was pretty fantastic in almost every. I think he scored 20 points in 16 of the games he played. He's basically already averaging like 23 a game. Like, he's pretty amazing. That being said, Ja has been playing very well too, and he's played a whole season. Like, he's barely missed any
Zion
games.
has played 19 games.
It's got to be Ja. Even if Zion had played 40, I don't think that it would have mattered too much.
I mean, the only other player that actually comes close to Ja is Kendrick Nunn, the Heat.
Yeah.
He's been – I think that's kind of like a Yogi Ferrell type mood when it's like, oh, he's undrafted and he's doing all these great things.
No, he's better than –
I mean, of course he's better than him, but it's the same narrative that the media are playing, trying to give it to an underdog. But Ja is clear and away the best, at least like in terms of having played a full season, the best rookie.
Also, Brandon Clark has been quite good for Memphis as well.
Yes.
I think he was like the 13th pick. But
Grizzlies got next.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of good rookies this year, but it's gotta be Ja. It's gotta be Ja.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree too.
All
right, then we move to Coach of the Year.
And
I think this is closer. I think this is closer than a lot of people are going to give credit for. I think it's probably going to be, or I think it's going to be Nick Nurse trying to wrap it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I wouldn't. I mean, if we were continuing with the season, I wouldn't have ruled out Billy Donovan, the Thunder.
Yeah,
having lost both Russ and Paul George, essentially not making because he's still an incredible player, Chris Paul, and then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, into such a good team this year. Like, they were being written off as possibly a mid-lottery team, but they're firmly a playoff team. And I think that he deserves a lot of credit for that.
It's a 2 seed.
Yeah, and they've been. This obviously doesn't factor into the voting, but they've been 3-0 in the scrimmages. One of 2 teams, I think, 2 teams to go 3-0. Them and the Pelicans, actually.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're both. I think it's pretty. For me personally, I think it's pretty close between the two of them. I might lean to Nurse just because I do think Chris Paul has that like coach-player effect kind of on the other players.
Yeah,
I would be surprised
if
they relate more to him than they do to Billy Donovan. Well, Nick Nurse, we know he's a champion, but I almost think certainly it's going to go to him. Like, when they surveyed 70 people who actually had a vote, and he was like the winner. So I think other than that, I don't think there's too many. Brad's been coaching well this year.
Mike Budenholzer.
Budenholzer, Frank Vogel. But I think it's got to be. It's going to end up being Nick Nurse, but I do think Donovan's a clear second.
Yeah. All right, so
I mean, when you lose a guy like Kawhi, and you still perform and finish in the 2nd seed in the East.
Okay.
I mean, as far as we've gone, but that's impressive in itself, and his team is still a championship contender, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So, gotta be Nurse. All right, then we have 6th man of the year. Who do you guys think?
This one's really interesting because I actually have it obviously can't end in a tie, but my top 2 are both in the Clippers, which I think
there's 3 people who can realistically win this, and it's as Chandler mentioned, the 2 Clippers, Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams, and then the other one is Dennis Schroeder. For the Thunder. Yeah. I don't really know honestly who I'd pick. I think it's gonna come. This is the only real award that we don't actually know who's gonna win. It's gonna come down to those 3. If I had to make a pick now, for who I think is gonna win, I think it's probably gonna be Harrell. because I do think he's better than Williams because he's able to do everything. Except he's not a very good shooter. But other than that, he can score a ton of baskets. He's an excellent defender, excellent rebounder. Williams is great, but he's won a bunch of awards, so there's some voter fatigue there. And Schroeder's also been great off the bench, but like he hasn't been. He's basically playing a very similar role to Williams. So if they're not going to give it to Lou, then I don't think. Yeah, my gut feeling is that Harrell's going to win it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this win. I don't think Lou Williams is going to win. I agree that Montrezl Harrell will be sixth man, but if Lou were to win this one, would that put him over Jamal Crawford in terms of most sixth man of the year awards?
He'd have four.
Four.
Oh wow,
which is that's incredible.
Yeah,
just it's amazing if he were to do it. I don't think he will. I think it's going to be Montrezl Harrell, then Lou Will, then Dennis Schroeder. I say that largely because the Thunder have been such a guard-oriented team with Chris Paul and then Shea really coming into his own this year. I don't think he's going to win Most Improved, but I think that he should get some consideration for that. He's been really good after moving away from the Clippers, where he was showing a lot of promise, but then he's really developed not just as a bucket getter, but as a really good defender with his, I think he's 6'5" frame. Just really, really great season from him, and the Thunder have a really nice future with all those Clipper draft picks and the young players they have. But yeah, Montrezl Harrell is my pick.
Mm-hmm. I would also go Montrezl Harrell, but I would say Schroeder's a close second as well. Schroeder.
He's German.
Schroeder. Anyway, yeah, I would say he's a close second. You know, he was good all year as well. But yeah, like you guys said, I think this is probably one of the most unpredictable awards that we have this year.
All right, cool.
All right, want to get into some games?
Yeah, let's get into
you guys are all
games.
here
Not going to do the all first team and everything, right?
No.
No, we don't have to do that. Maybe another time, but
we can do that later.
That's going to take forever. All right, so
not really.
Let's.
It's only 15 players. I mean, it shouldn't take that long.
Well, and
I know, but debating over it
and rookie.
We have to do all those too. I hope not. All right, go ahead, Nick.
Okay.
All right, let's dive into some games here. So later today, we have to start us off. We have the Jazz versus the Pelicans. Who are you guys picking?
Pelicans.
Yeah, I would go Pelicans too.
Okay, Zion's not playing, so I pick Utah. But
wait, does tonight count?
Yes, it does. This is the first game.
Why is Zion not
going
playing?
over?
He's quarantining.
Yeah, he came. He had to leave for personal
yeah.
issues. I still have them winning.
Yeah.
They were 3-0 in the bubble without him, or 2-0. I think maybe he might have played in the first game.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna change my answer. Then I'm gonna go with the Jazz.
I'm still going with the Pelicans. And this is also me saying that I still think that the Pelicans aren't going to make the playoffs. But yeah, 2-1. I'm fine with that.
All right.
So, okay, we're saying Nosebleeds official. I'll write all these down. Nosebleeds official decision is that we'll go at the end of this.
Recap these next week. Yeah.
So okay, Jazz versus Pelicans. I'll just do all the winners from the day. So 7:30, Jazz. Okay, let's go.
All right, Clippers Lakers.
I say the Clippers.
The Lakers.
Really?
The Clippers Montrezl Harrell isn't playing. Neither is Lou Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So,
games that I watched,
you know how rusty the Clippers have looked so far. It's really.
Lakers haven't looked too great.
I'll go Lakers. I'm gonna go Lakers just because Kawhi hasn't been performing up to the level that we've been hoping.
Yeah, they don't have. They're missing 3 players. There's a third. I can't remember. Lou is not playing. Montrezl Harrell and one of their players, it's like Zubac or something. I don't know, but
yeah. But from what I saw from the Lakers when they were playing the Magic, the Lakers absolutely should not have won that game. They blew they blew a 15-point lead in the third quarter.
Yeah, but let's not put too much stock into these games. They're not really.
That's true. But also, I do put a little bit of stock,
especially in the second half. Starters weren't even playing, were they?
Like LeBron was in, JR was in, Anthony Davis was in.
Okay. Yeah.
It was bad. They were playing really terribly, and
the Clippers have been playing pretty terribly also. Like they've been getting killed by they almost lost. Did they lose to the Kings? I'm not sure, but
that's bad.
I might pick the Clippers if they're healthy.
Lakers
I would go Lakers just because not only because of Kawhi's recent play, but I don't think when it comes down to like LeBron and Kawhi, each of these teams' star player, I think LeBron would heat up faster. Like, I don't think Kawhi is going to be at that level that he's known for until like playoff series start. So,
Yeah.
I'll go Lakers because I think the Lakers will get the number 1 seed. So,
it's really interesting how I said that the Lakers are going to.
I know.
I said the Lakers are going to win the NBA championship, and you guys both said the Clippers, and then we went
I'm starting
against both of them.
I'm starting
Reversed on
to
it.
think the Lakers might win just based off the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks.
Really?
But I don't know. Yeah, it's been everything for the Clippers basically has been negative. So.
That's true.
I don't know, but it's still
But
early.
it's not. It's yeah.
Kawhi
It's
is
not
a
to change my
playoff
pick yet.
guy.
It's not enough to change my pick yet. But like
He's a
definitely.
fun guy. I'm
I
a
didn't-
fun guy. You just can't. I just don't want to go into a whole spiel about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Oh my
That's
god.
painful. All right, come on, let's move on.
Yep. Let's go.
All right. So now we move on to tomorrow's games. We have the Magic versus the Nets.
Oh wow,
Magic.
that's thriller.
Magic
I'll
all
take the
day.
Magic. I'll
Magic
take the
are getting buckets right now.
Screw the
I'll take
Nets.
the Magic. They're playing well.
Suns Wizards tomorrow.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Let's go.
I'll take Phoenix.
I'm also taking Phoenix.
I kind of want to go with the Wizards.
No, you
You
don't.
know who's on
I
their
don't know
team.
why.
You really don't.
You don't know why, because you don't even know who's on their team. Isaac Bonga's out there dropping.
That's true, but I'm
14
very low
threes.
on the Suns. I don't know why. I just don't.
Because
Well,
they're
actually,
not
If 3 players who are better
fine.
than
I'll
any
go
players on the
Suns.
Wizards.
Fine. I mean, it's majority rules anyway, so we'll go Suns.
good. Yeah. I'm actually doing it each person's predictions.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm also because I mean
All right. So
pretty
for
easy.
my prediction, I'll go Suns then. I'll go
Okay.
Suns so I don't embarrass myself.
I gotta recap for a second. I said the Clippers. You guys keep going.
Okay. Then tomorrow we have the Grizzlies versus the Trailblazers. I'm going Trailblazers.
I'm going Grizzlies.
I'm thinking, hold on.
Ooh. Dude.
Nick. So
Um,
while Stuart thinks, you said Jazz.
I said, yeah, Lakers, Jazz.
Jazz
Oh,
versus
yes.
Pelicans.
Yeah, I said Jazz, Lakers, Magic, Suns.
Dude, I can't pick. I'm serious. I'm in trouble. over
Damn.
there. Um,
Damn.
Dude, Damian Lillard. That's enough to convince you.
Ja
no, it's
Morant.
not.
Damian
I'm
Lillard.
saying,
Ja Morant.
stop trying to hit this.
He's
Jaren
probably gonna
Jackson
go with.
Jr.
He's probably gonna go with the Grizzlies just because I picked the
I'm
Trailblazers.
sorry. Yeah. I've actually
Oh
been
my
thinking
God.
more. No. I'll pick Portland.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's been tough. I don't know. I'm starting to like Portland more recently.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah.
They don't
Let's
have
go.
My
Cat anymore.
Trailblazers are making the playoffs this year.
I think they might.
Let's
I think they
go.
might make the playoffs.
It's possible.
Yeah, how about that,
Because I don't-
Chandler?
I don't know
And they're
who
oh-
Zion's gonna.
They're 0-3 in the bubble. That's all I'll say. They're 0-3 in the bubble.
Yeah, but Nurkic has looked good.
Well, they
This
haven't
is
really
like the
been
other
trying.
thing.
Yeah. Oh, they
You gotta
haven't been
heat up.
trying. My bad. I'm sorry. I forgot that you were in contact with the Blazers. My bad.
Yeah, they told Dick. They're like, yeah, we're not trying. Don't worry.
Yeah.
On the
Don't worry.
Nosebleeds podcast. On the Nosebleeds podcast, don't.
Yep.
Just pretend they're not trying.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
next
Celtics, Bucks.
Bucks.
Gotta go Bucks.
game. Took Milwaukee. Tatum's looking like poop right now. So.
Yeah. Celtics are slipping.
like, dookie.
Okay.
All right,
Okay,
Kings,
Kings,
Spurs.
I say the Spurs.
I'll pick the Kings.
Oh no.
No Lamarcus Aldridge, dude. I'm not really.
I'll go Spurs. I'm
We
gonna
didn't
go
even talk about
Spurs.
that. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, we didn't.
Lamarcus isn't even playing in the bubble.
Yeah. I mean, they still have
Oh, yeah.
DeMar, and they still have DeJounte Murray, and they still have Pop.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
I'm going
great.
Spurs.
I mean, what
Spurs.
are the Kings have? They have De'Aaron Fox.
Buddy Hield.
Oh yeah, well
Bogdanovich,
actually Fox is pretty good.
Marvin
Fox is
Bagley.
good. Marvin Bagley's been largely a bust so far. I liked him
Yeah,
coming out of college,
damn.
but he has
He's
not
okay.
been. He hasn't lived up to it. I mean,
Yeah.
Luka was right after him, right? And then
Yeah.
right after because Bagley was second.
They didn't pick him because the GM didn't like Luka's dad.
Yeah,
What?
Vlade Divac. Vlade
Divac.
Divac.
He was like, nah.
What a stupid decision.
Stupid reason, right?
Fun
Jesus.
fact: Vlade Divac was also one of the players traded from the Lakers to the Hornets to get Kobe.
Yeah, let everybody knows that. He was the only player traded to the Lakers.
Yes.
All right, next game.
Rockets Mavericks.
Mavs.
I'll pick the Rockets.
Oh my god.
Harden's been
I
playing
kind of want to
good,
say
dude.
Mavs just because they played well against the Lakers, but
I just think the Mavs are a really good matchup for the Rockets, personally. It's because, I mean, tallest player is 6'7". Then
I'm a Harden
Porzingis is just
fan.
going to get buckets.
I'm a
I'm a
Harden
I
Luka
like
fan.
James Harden too. But what's the
I'm a
Rockets'
Luka fan.
record so far?
The Rockets are 2-1, and the Mavs are also 2-1. And the Rockets are slightly ahead of the Mavs in the season. They are how many games ahead?
They're like fifth seed, right? Right now, or fourth seed.
Rockets are the sixth. They're
Oh yeah,
game and a
Rockets are
half.
6, but I had them moving up to 4 in our predictions.
they're a game and a half up from the Mavs right now.
Hmm.
Same amount of wins.
Damn,
just
this is a
less
big
losses.
game.
It is a pretty big game.
Oh god, I think Harden will show up. I'm gonna go
Okay.
Rockets.
King James. We got a new King James in town.
New King James.
James Harden.
All right. Now
James
we move to
Ennis.
Saturday's games. We have the Heat and the Nuggets. Heat all day.
Really?
Screw the
That's
Nuggets.
it's tough for me.
What do you have against the Nuggets?
Yeah,
I hate the
because
Nuggets.
he picks the Nuggets every year and they lose every year.
I'll pick the Heat. as well.
I'll also pick the Heat. It's close. But
Wow, so much for
like
defending the Nuggets, guys.
All right. This
I mean,
is going to be a
it's
lot
just
of
not
games,
that.
so you definitely
It's
have
not
to.
that. Yeah.
All right. Jazz. Oh, are you good, Chandler, to move on?
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you write it all down? Okay.
I did.
Jazz Thunder.
Thunder.
I'll pick the Thunder.
Thunder. Gotta be. Thunder. Oh my god.
Never again.
Nick, why would you just say that?
Let's move on.
Might have to edit that
Okay.
one out.
Pelicans Clippers. Clippers.
Clippers.
I don't
This
even
is
think
where I
Zion would be back at this point, would he?
I believe he actually will, but
Yeah.
He would?
I don't know. It doesn't even matter,
I mean,
dude. The Clippers. I think the Clippers at this point, if they're not getting into shape by this point, is starting to become a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said the Clippers, right, sir?
Yeah.
All right. Sixers Pacers.
It's gonna be a close one. I say the Sixers though.
I'll pick the Pacers.
Damn, this is tough.
Stuart loves
Dude,
being
the
a
Sixers-
contrarian to me today.
The Sixers are so bad on the road. I know this is
Wait, the
a
Sixers
road
fired
game,
their coach
but
yet?
I mean, every game's on the
Why would
road.
why would they fire their coach in the bubble, dude? That's what's
Yeah, that's
heartless
stupid.
thing.
That's
You were the one who
stupid.
said that, Chandler.
No,
They
I
should
said they'll
fire-
fire him at the
they
end of the
should.
season.
They should
Oh, I thought
fire
you said they were
him,
going to
but
fire him in the bubble.
No, after the bubble.
Even if he did, he'd probably
I'll
kill
go
it's gonna-
Sixers
it's
because
just-
they
they're
seem
gonna have to-
united right now based off that vlog or whatever.
Matthew Thybulle's vlog.
Life in the bubble.
I love Matisse Thybulle.
I wish Celtics had kept him.
I know.
Yeah.
So we got Carson Edwards and Grant Williams. I mean, they're both good, but I prefer Thybulle.
All right. So I'll go Sixers as well. Okay. Then, whoa, what did I just do? Then we have
Lakers,
Lakers
Raptors.
Raptors.
Lakers.
Yeah, I'll pick the Lakers.
I'll go Lakers too. Has to be.
All right.
Especially
Then we have the bloodbath of the century, the greatest game in basketball
Yeah.
history. Next one.
Wizards Nets.
Let's go.
Jesus.
Wizards.
I'll pick Brooklyn.
I'm picking Brooklyn also.
My Wizards got to get a win.
No, they don't.
And this will
Oh,
be
you
it.
said-
Imagine
You-
they beat
you
the
know-
Nets out for the playoff spot. That would be
They
sad.
I
won't. And
don't
if they
think
do,
it's
then they'll
possible.
get swept in the first round by you know what? If they play the Nets or the Wizards, the Bucks can rest Giannis for the first round.
Yep. So even more reason that they'll absolutely
can arrest
destroy
him. They can
destroy the
arrest
Celtics.
They can rest Giannis for a playoff series because
Yeah.
I think without
Wow.
Middleton, Giannis, and Eric Bledsoe, the Bucks are still considerably better than either of those teams.
Yeah. Pat Connaughton's gonna give him 25 a game in the first round.
Let's
I mean,
go,
if
Pat.
he was playing for one of those teams, he probably would be like one of their best players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might even be the best player on the Wizards if he was playing. I actually
I think he would. I think he would be.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of unfortunate.
That's kind of sad.
That's not even a slight on Pat. It's just
No.
It's
Yeah.
just a
Because
slight on the
Pat is a
Wizards.
really
Slate on
good
the
defending
Wizards.
and
Love you,
rebounding.
Pat.
Yeah, he's an
guard.
excellent backup guard.
Yeah.
But,
Like the
move on to
perfect
next
7
game.
or 8 man.
Well, I'm going
Championship
Wizards
teams.
just because. Why not? And I hate the
Because
Nets
you're going to be
anyway, so-
wrong. That's why.
Wow. All right. We'll
Yeah.
see that when we get there, huh?
Yeah.
I hope the Wizards kill them.
You know what? This is not a hill you want to die on, dude. The Wizards, I told you, you can bet that they're going to win, that they're going to miss the playoffs. The odds are so good. they're minus 1,000. That means you have to bet $1 million to
my
win
God.
$10,000.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
terrible.
dude, they're so bad. Like,
Well, I believe in miracles, so Wizards.
you can't even name.
This isn't even really a miracle.
Nick, name one player on their team.
I can't.
I don't
So
even.
how are you picking?
Can I? I mean, I can.
Bertans, Isaac Bonga.
Oh, I thought you meant healthy. Like it's playing.
Oh, okay.
I can
Yeah,
name
playing.
one.
Name
Mo
a healthy
Wagner
player.
Is playing. Mo Wagner is playing. Ian Mahimi, I think, is there. And
Oh my God.
Thomas Bryant.
Thomas
is playing.
O'Brien.
Thomas.
Ish Smith. Ish Smith
Ish
is playing.
Smith. Oh my God.
Justin
Well-
Anderson, or does he play for someone else? I think he plays for.
I have no idea.
I think he plays for the Sixers, but yeah.
Okay, let's move on. We got.
All right, I think that's enough analysis of the game of the century. So,
Yep.
Yeah,
Trailblazers, Celtics.
Celtics.
I'll pick the Celtics. But I kind of think
Celtics.
Portland might win this one. I mean, I don't know.
Who are you
Yeah,
going?
I'll go
Who are you going
Celtics.
with, Stuart?
Yeah, I'll pick
Stuart,
Boston,
Celtics?
But,
Okay.
yeah, I'll pick Boston, but I'm nervous about this game.
I know.
Damn. Imagine we lose. That would be very bad. That'd be demoralizing.
Start crying.
Be pretty bad.
Yeah. I'll start crying.
Yep.
All right, Spurs, Grizzlies. Gotta go Grizzlies.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pick Memphis.
All right, then we have Kings, Magic. Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have Magic.
Yeah, lean towards Orlando.
Bucks, Rockets.
Bucks. Nobody can stop Giannis on the
Yeah.
Rockets. Literally
Yeah,
nobody.
Bucks.
It's not even going to be
It's not
close.
like James Harden's gonna be playing defense or anything. So
The only
Yeah, I'll
only
go
way that they
Bucks.
can win is if
Pick the Bucks.
if Harden goes for 55.
damn.
Good.
It's possible. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But that's the only way that they have a chance of winning.
That's not necessarily true, but yeah, I'll take Bucks.
Well, not literally, but a realistic chance.
Mavs, Suns.
Mavs.
Mavs. Love you, Mavs fan.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll pick Dallas.
All right, now Monday's games.
Let's go.
Raptors, Heat. Ooh.
That's a tough one for me.
Wow.
I'm gonna say
I'm
the
gonna
Heat.
go Raptors.
I'll pick the
I'm
Heat.
gonna go Raptors.
Let's
Wow.
go, Stuart.
All right, I'm going Raptors.
Okay, well, you lost.
Damn. Pacers, Wizards. Pacers.
Pacers.
I'm sorry, Wizards.
Wizards suck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pacers.
I wouldn't be surprised if they average under 90 points a game in the bubble.
Oh,
I wouldn't be
jeez. I
surprised.
think they'll be a little better than that. 90?
Wow.
I don't know.
They'll be, dude, no team's averaged less than 100 in like 2 years. Like, this is going to be pathetic if they average less than 90. Like,
Okay,
that'll be even worse.
I will go up to 95, but I genuinely think
Alright.
just because of the caliber of competition,
Oh,
90.
it's gonna be bad.
that's bad.
I'll go up to 95. That's a hot take. Not a Boston hot take, but it's a hot take.
All right, Nuggets, Thunder.
Thunder.
Nuggets. Nick, who you pick?
Alice. Thunder.
Oh, screw you. All right.
Why? You were the one who was so high on the Thunder in the predictions.
I was too.
Yeah, but I still think the Nuggets are better.
I don't.
Didn't we have the Nuggets losing to the Thunder in the playoffs in the first round?
Yep, we did.
No, we
Stuart.
didn't. No,
Yeah,
we
we
had
did.
to lose to the Rockets, you fucking idiot.
Oh
Ow.
my god.
Well, I'm sorry, but don't tell me
No,
I'm wrong when I'm not.
Well, no, I was thinking my predictions because I had the Nuggets dropping down from the 3rd seed.
Well, they won't. That's why
I
they're gonna
don't
win
think I
this
did
game.
either.
They're
Damn,
still
well-
the best player. They're still the best player on either of the teams, so that's why I'm picking them. That's not why.
All right.
It's part of the reason.
Well, yeah, it's part of the reason. Okay.
So they gotta win a game. They already lost one in our predictions here. To
What just
Miami,
happened?
Yeah.
All right,
What,
I'm
something
back.
happened?
Yeah, wait, did I disappear?
No.
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't even looking at the screen, dude.
Okay, Grizzlies, Pelicans.
This is gonna be a great game. I say the Grizzlies.
I'm going to go
I'll
Pelicans.
pick the Pelicans.
Yeah. Zion should definitely be back by this point, so.
I'm hoping. If he's not, then there's a problem here.
Yeah.
All right, Spurs, Sixers. I'm going
Sixers.
Sixers.
Yeah, I'll pick
Sixers have kind of
Sixers.
an easy schedule so far.
They do kind of have an easy schedule, yeah.
All right, then Lakers, Jazz. Got to go Lakers.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
pick Lakers. So, Lake Show.
All right, then we move to Tuesday's games, last day games. Woo. Bucks, Nets.
Jesus. With the Bucks.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Oh,
Bucks
my.
by
That's gonna be
1,000.
It's going to be a whooping. With over under is on 25 points.
Mavs, Kings. I gotta go Mavs again.
Mavs.
Yeah, I'll tell us.
Let's go, Mavs fan. Suns, Clippers.
Clippers.
Yeah, it has
Yeah,
to be Clippers.
Watch them lose. They did lose to the Suns this year, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Magic,
even know that.
Pacers.
I'm
I'll take
gonna say. You go.
I don't know, dude. Now I'm thinking.
I'm gonna say the Magic.
They're playing pretty well.
Yeah, I
would
was
lean
gonna go
towards the
Magic too.
Pacers, but I'm not really sure. You guys probably both pick the Magic, so let's just roll with that. You can just write me
All
down for the Pacers, but I don't know if
Okay.
who's gonna win.
All right.
I wouldn't be
Celtics,
it's close.
Heat. Wait, what'd you say?
I'll pick the Heat. Damn, I'm
yeah.
kind of
Heat.
I'm kind of down the Celtics right now, but
Yeah, I'm also gonna pick the Heat.
I'm gonna go Celtics. Just I haven't lost hope yet. I bet they'll be better by next week. So
I mean, I haven't
Hope
lost
so.
hope. I just think the Heat are looking really good. I think
They
they're
are.
gonna.
Heat.
I mean, they went
They're
1
gonna
and
turn
2,
off the
but they have a.
they're gonna
really
turn off
good
the air
eye.
conditioning in the stadium. Tatum's gonna start cooking. He's gonna be like, oh, cramp,
Yeah.
take him out, and then Belichick's gonna be in there. They're gonna have to give him CPR too.
oh my god.
Oh, what?
Brad call
Oh, my
the
Lord.
hospital.
How did this
Get out of the
root back
bubble.
to the Bill Belichick thing?
It always does. Always has been.
Always does. Taco, Jared Stidham, and Bill Belichick.
Yep.
All right. Final prediction: Rockets and Trailblazers.
No, not the final prediction. We still have
oh.
more games, right?
No, we're not
Oh,
predicting.
we're
Wednesday.
not. Oh, we're not doing Wednesday.
I'll
Yeah,
pick the
because our
Rockets.
next episode is going to be on Wednesday.
I still
Should be.
have. Really? Hold
I'm picking the Rockets.
on. Rockets versus who? Which game?
Trailblazers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Rockets.
I'm going to go Rockets as well. Trailblazers have a tough schedule, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. That's my only issue with them.
Well-
God. Let me see these games.
All right. Yeah, because next Wednesday the game's at 2:30, so we'll have the episode recorded and up hopefully by 2:30
Oh,
next
yes.
Wednesday. So,
Yep. Perfect.
all right. Well, those are our predictions. Next week we'll be back on a Wednesday, not a Thursday this time, but we'll be back on Wednesday with a recap of the week before in basketball and then predictions for the week ahead. So stay tuned for not only our basketball episode next Wednesday, but if you enjoy hockey as well, we're going to be having our second hockey playoffs episode on Monday. So make sure to check out for that one as well. And thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you haven't already, make sure subscribe to ACMi Sports, leave a like on this video, and leave in the comments what you thought of our predictions as well as any ideas that you have for any other Nosebleeds podcasts that we're going to do in the future. And as well, make sure to go follow us on Instagram at nosebleeds__podcast, where we've been posting a bunch of content there that has to do with the Nosebleeds podcast. I bet you would all enjoy it a lot, so I definitely recommend going following it. And if you haven't already, make sure to also follow ACMi Sports on Instagram at ACMi Sports. So thank you so much for everybody for watching. Thank you for joining me, guys, and we'll see you next Wednesday. From ACMi Sports, I'm Nick Antonakis.